Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're here from Mushoku Tensei Season 2, Episode 9. That's kind of crazy to say. It feels like just yesterday. We're getting this series underway with Season 2, with Episode 0 and meeting Fitz and everything, but here we are. We're rolling into the nearly the end of the first core for Season 2. Last episode, we met Bodyguardi, and that had that whole fight between him and Rudis, where Rudy showed off one of his more powerful spells, and he actually lopped off the top half of a demon god, which is pretty crazy. Or Demon King, sorry. Demon King. Bodyguard, he's a Demon King. So that happened, and we also had the thing with the Beast Girls, Eleni and Persina, and how Rudy had to fight off all the people who wanted to fight with him to marry them. I believe that's how it works. If you like win a duel against somebody, you're the head of the family, so they all wanted to fight Rudy because Lenny and Persina told everybody to go to Rudy, and if they beat Rudy, they could marry them, so there was that whole ordeal. We had Cliff and Alina Lees begin their very strange relationship where Cliff said that he plans to dispel Alina Lees' curse to the best of his ability. And obviously, Alina Lees has to sleep with the guy every night, or she will, I don't know if it's every night, but at least fairly often, otherwise she will die. It seems that, I had also forgotten about this, they cut it out from the show, that Cliff sleeps with her every single night. Every single night. That is, the stamina you have to do that, first of all, that's insane. The stamina you have to do that is just insane. Anyway, that happened, but as always, you guys know that I'm a light novel reader. It's been a year or two since I read the books, so I don't remember a lot of the details, especially from this season. So it'll be kind of a first reaction to everything that's happening, and obviously seeing it in anime format is a lot different than reading it in the book, of course. However, I don't want to spoil you guys, so if I see anything spoilery or anything, I will keep it to myself. At the very end of the video, I always have a sectioned off section for spoilers, and I'll put any spoilers that I want to go over, I'll talk about them there. So the actual episode reaction will not have any spoilers in it. If, on the off chance that there's something I want to talk about at that very moment, I'll put a warning. There'll be warnings on screen, so you don't have to worry about any chance of getting spoiled. I think that's everything. So with all that being said, let's get straight into episode 9. Okay. Hitting him. She was hitting him with the was that like a chicken leg? She was hitting him with a chicken leg and he bit it and she got upset. Did she run into that pole or did she run into Luke? Oh my god, she ran into the pole. Uh-oh. Well, now that paper's ruined. Yeah, even they're like, what the hell, Sophie? Why haven't you told him yet? Ooh, she's giving her free reign to handle the Rudy situation however she wants. Interesting. Teleportation seems like summoning. Interesting, you can't summon people. Okay. Yes, Rudy, please give me more magic lessons. I would love to learn more. Is she good? This is the Miss Silent they were referring to earlier. I'm sorry, wait, back that up again? What did he say? From improving dining hall menus to inventing uniforms and blackboards. I'm gonna go on a limb here and assume that anybody who's watching this reaction has probably watched the episode, so I'm very excited for this reveal. Oh, are they humming a sing? Oh, that's so cool. I love that. She's humming a tune and he's tapping out the exact same tune. Man, that's like such cool foreshadowing. I love that. I mean, like I said, you guys, if you're watching this, I assume you've watched the episode, so I don't consider this a spoiler because I'm only talking about things that are happening in the episode. I'm so excited to see the reveal that they're from the same world. I'm so excited. Oh my, Rudy's just stuck in place. Jesus Christ! Oh my god! He can't even get up on his feet! Holy sh! Oh my god! Oh, he just passed out? Oh my god! Jesus Christ, what just happened? Wait! Wait. Hang on, pause. Just for a second. Hang on, I love how they're doing this because at the beginning of the show, right, Rudy gets transported into the new world. Zenith and Paul at first are speaking what sounds like a totally incoherent language because Rudy hasn't yet learned and processed that new language. But when he processes it, they switch the human god tongue from this world to Japanese. So now what they've done for this scene, like I said, for this scene's purposes, I believe that Rudy and the girl, Miss Silent, talk in Japanese, which Sophie obviously can't understand. And so I love how they've brought back the human god tongue for this scene so that they can differentiate the two languages being spoken. I love that. Oh, hello! Ooh. It'll be a while before he comes for you? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Yeah, it wasn't exactly a fun time for Rudy. Okay. Shinohara Akito Kuroki Satoshi. So there you go. There's the big reveal that she's from our world. And then she switches to speaking Japanese. Which one of these two are you? He does speak Japanese, but now Sylvia has no idea what they're saying. Oh my god, I love how they're doing this scene. I love this. I love like the eerie soundtrack. Oh my god, I love that. She was there. That is crazy. There you go, NANAHOSHI. America, Europe. Well, I mean, if he speaks Japanese, you would assume he's from Japan. But oh man, I love how they're doing this. This has like been my out of every moment that I've been waiting for this season. Like I said, I forgot a lot of the details. I did not forget this. This is like one of the scenes I absolutely did not forget. I have been so hyped to see this all season, and they are animating it to perfection. Oh my god, this is so good. You are kind of on top of me right now. I knew that sparing you was the right choice. Yeah, interesting. So that means Orsted knows everybody. And when he doesn't know somebody, that's a huge anomaly. Interesting. Yeah. Telling her the name from this world. Oh my god, I just look how big Rudy's hands are compared to hers. Jesus. Look at that. Rudy's got some big hands. I wonder what the hell Sylphie's even thinking right now. Ooh. I don't think Rudy wants to do that. Yeah, there you go. Oh, she backed up real quick. Oh my god, this scene just got real dark all of a sudden. Like in some lame fantasy manga or light novel. Interesting. So Rudy was reincarnated, but she was teleported. Interesting. Very interesting. Hmm. Is that in Japanese? Summoning magic reduce magic circles to formulas. Needs mana layered shapes. I think, yeah, this looks... I think this is Japanese. I don't think this is any written language that we've seen from the Mushoku Tensei world. That sounds like quite the interesting time. Hmm... Yeah, it makes sense that Orsted probably wouldn't tell anybody. That's all I wish. That's all I wish it wouldn't jump me out of nowhere. Hey man, I agree. I feel like it was super uncalled for. Rudy was just like, "Oh yeah, I know the man god. He appears in my dreams," and he's just got a hole in his chest all of a sudden. Oh, yeah. It took Rudy 2 years just to get from the demon continent back to the human continent. Yeah, I was gonna say, she probably can't, isn't bound to Orsted, not allowed to say anything. Because if they're supposedly non-existent anymore, Orsted probably wouldn't want that information getting out to just anybody. Yeah, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I need this information. I need information. The world will erase us. Well, I feel like she's made a pretty significant impact already if she's fully changed a lot of the stuff at this school with like the uniforms, the meals, and just everything like that. It feels like she's already made quite the impact, but maybe that's part of like benefiting her, I guess, I don't know. Or like the uniforms. The uniforms is like totally not necessary at all, but she put that in anyway. I feel like she's a little bit contradicting her own words here. Yeah. I mean, Rudy's existence has already changed this world greatly. We know that much, in that he's greatly changed the lives of people like Eris, people like Sylphie, people like Roxy. He's already greatly changed their lives. Paul and Zenith, like, all of their lives have been significantly changed because of Rudy. So I think that's a... Oh yeah, and then Lilia, Aisha, Norn, his whole family, like, he's changed all their lives incomparably to if he wasn't there. I feel like Rudy's already made quite the impact on the world. Interesting. 0 mana. He has a little bit more than some. Interesting. Oh, this piano is crazy. 5 years? Oh my god, okay. Yeah, she really wants to get the hell out of here. The food sucks. Well, hey, this is probably the truest statement anybody said in this entire show. It's morally dubious and inconvenient. That's like gotta be the most real statement anybody said about this world in the entire show. Yeah, it seems like the first thing on her mind is she just wants to go home. No, we saw from his past there's nothing. I don't know if I'd call it peacefully, but He kind of got hit by a truck. I don't know if I'd call that peacefully, but with no regrets, I guess, yeah. I mean, at this point, he has no way to go back and fix his life, so any regrets that he has about his past life, there's nothing he can do about it. So I do like the mentality that, like, at this point, I have no regrets, because there's nothing I can do to change it. There's nothing I can do to change the past. Poor Sylphie, oh my god. I feel so bad for her. She's just stuck back here watching this. She has no idea what in God's name they're saying. She has no idea what they're talking about. And so she's just stuck there listening to the guy she likes and some random chick just talk about she can't understand. Interesting. I mean, at this point, Rudy has no reason to deny it. All he's doing is giving up mana. Yeah, that's not... She's like, finally including me in the conversation, guys, please. Talk to me, please. There we go. And now we're back to the local language, but they're just speaking in Japanese. The mass teleportation happened because she arrived in this world. Uh-oh. I'm mostly relieved it wasn't my fault. Jesus Christ! Oh my god! What the hell do you want him to do? Well, she didn't do it on purpose! Oh my god, that got really intense for a second. Well, things just got tense. Oh my god, this episode is crazy. Explain the mass teleportation logically. Oh, good thing Rudy's got a lot of them. Interesting. Interesting. I'm sorry. I realized, like, I was not talking at all. I barely talked throughout almost that entire segment. Holy shit, I was so zoned in. Oh my god. That was so good. Like, I was so, like, zoned in on everything that was happening. I just wasn't speaking. Walking a little, far away, aren't we? Okay. Oh my god, Sylphie, please just tell him. Please. Please. That's all I ask. Please. Oh no, is that it? Ah, that was such a good episode. No, there was more. Why do I gotta wait till next weekend? That was so good. I think that was the best episode of the season, if I had to say. It's definitely up there with some of the best from this season. That was so good. Alright, that was quite the episode. From start to finish, I think they animated that extremely well. I think storytelling-wise, we got, like, the most lore we've gotten out of any episode so far from this girl. I'm excited to see where things go from here. Now we're gonna be cooperating, working with NANAHOSHI to help her in her experiments with Rudy's mana, and she is going to continue feeding us information, more things about this world that she discovered while being on her 1-year trip with Orsted. I'm sure she knows a lot more than she's letting on, and I'm also very curious about who that person she was referencing earlier was. I can't remember her exact words, but she said there was a person who might be the reason that she was brought to this world in the first place, and I guess we'll find that out at a later date, maybe when NANAHOSHI trusts Rudy more. I'm not sure. But this episode was fantastic. I love how we spent like the entire episode in one room. Like the entire episode was spent almost entirely in one room. Oh, it's so good. And somehow it was entertaining all the way through. Every last bit of it was entertaining the entire way through. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for the non-spoiler section of my reaction to Mushoku Tensei Season 2, Episode 9. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day. So, if you're here for spoilers, we'll get into those now. This episode was so good, for so many reasons. I've been like, wholly anticipating this episode since the season began. Like, this is one of my favorite moments from this arc as a whole, besides, like, the, scene with Rudy and Sophie in the cave or whatever. This scene is one that I've been anticipating, and they did it to perfection. Rudy's anxiety and the way that he literally just couldn't get away. He was like hyperventilating and like trying to get away, and he kept slipping up and tripping, and oh my god, they animated it so well. And that was done beautifully. Then the whole thing with Ariel telling Sylphie that she has free reign to do whatever she wants with the Rudy situation, which is obviously going to lead to more interactions with him as time passes in these last couple episodes. Oh my god, this episode was fantastic. The way they did the language switch, I think that might have been my favorite part of the episode. Well, this whole episode was great, but one of my favorite parts of the episode was the language switch. Obviously talked about it in the actual episode reaction, but I was curious how they were going to adapt the language switch, because obviously they've been speaking in Japanese this entire time. So I wondered if they were just going to have like NANAHOSHI and Rudy talking in Japanese, and like Sylphie say like, what are you guys saying? I can't understand you, but she's like saying it in Japanese to tell the viewer they're speaking a different language without actually having them speak a different language. But nah, Mushoku Tensei goes the extra mile and has a completely made up language spoken for like half the episode. Like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Then the reveal of NANAHOSHI from being from his world. Like, this whole episode is just so good. I also, the way that she's like super happy here about going back to their world, and then the second Rudy says he doesn't want to, she puts the mask back on. But I also think like at the same time, Rudy can't go back to his world. He's dead. He literally can't. Like in her case, she never died. He pushed them out of the way of the truck, so they never died. But Rudy, however, he got hit by the truck and he died. There's nothing for him to go back to in the other world. Even if he was to try and transport himself back, he's dead. He can't. There's nothing he can transport into, which is very interesting. So yeah, they just kept talking and talking. A lot of lore. I think they somehow managed to make this still interesting, even though they're just talking for an entire episode. And I love how whenever she says that she calls it, she puts the rings on, knowing damn well that she might get attacked for saying that, but she puts the rings on, which those will probably get explained next episode. But then Sylphie gets angry, and then that whole scene with her was so, like, emotional. Like, it almost got me, the way she was, like, screaming out about her mom and dad. Like, Jesus Christ. And the way that Sylphie was able to compose herself so quickly as well speaks a lot about her character. Like, she was extremely upset, but when she learned what's actually happening, she was like, okay, I get it. And then she calmed down and started picking things up. Such a good episode. Such a good episode. I honestly don't think I have much to say spoiler-wise. I'm just excited to see more of Rudy and NANAHOSHI's relationship develop, and how she slowly becomes warmer to him, because him telling her that he doesn't want to go back to their world was an immediate block in their relationship. It'll be good to see them grow closer again as the story continues into season 3. But I do think that is gonna wrap it up for my spoiler section. This is a lot shorter than I was expecting it to be, honestly. But I just don't have much spoiler to talk about. I feel like this episode was done perfectly. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for my reaction to Mushoku Tensei Season 2, Episode 9. If you stuck all the way through the spoiler section, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed. But that's gonna wrap it up for me. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.